What is going on, people? Welcome to Marvin in the Madness with myself and Dominique. We're here with another episode. So this week we're going to start off with obviously Six Nations, something we've been talking about for a little bit of time, and there's been some quite exciting games. Well, not even quite. I think all of the games have been genuinely exciting. Bar for the Ireland game, that one ran away with it. It got a little bit boring towards the end, but other than that, some pretty close games, especially now the one we just watched is France and Italy, which was damn close, damn close. So yeah, it just makes it more exciting now. It's no longer you think, oh, someone's favorite now. It's all up in the air or ready to play for.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't actually even watch the France Italy game until I looked at the score at about 15 minutes ago and went, oh, I should have watched it. I turned it on at like half time and I thought France had just smashed them. So I didn't bother turning it on until I looked at half time. They were like 19-6. I was like, nah, France are winning comfortably. So I went away for a bit and I came back this afternoon. I looked at the sort of 10 minutes to go. I thought, oh, flip, I should have been watching it. It was like 24-20, I think, at the time or something like that. And I thought, oh, I should have been watching that. So I turned it on and watched the last 10 minutes. It was close. Italy looked like they could have taken it at the end, to be fair.
Yeah, I think they now have a force that, to be reckoned with. I think England gonna have a tough time next Sunday. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that's true. I think it could be quite close. That's good though. It's good that every team's pushing each other close. You want the games to be entertaining. Like England v Scotland yesterday it was sad that we lost as an England supporter, but actually the game as a spectacle was enjoyable to watch. So as you said, that was a good game. And I think England were looking like we're making progress in the right direction now after that game. It's hard to tell until the end of the Six Nations, but they looked like they had a bit more of attacking play. And I think if they sort out some defensive positioning errors, then we could be quite a tough team to play. Wales v Ireland. Yeah, Wales, if they play like they did in the second half, will be tough to play against. If they play like they did in the first half, yeah, that'd be tough for them.
Yeah, and it seems a lot of like scoring points are lost in the kicking. So that was quite interesting too. So it was good. Well, not good to see everyone missing, but in these sort of vital moments, where you easily win games, now people are choking a little bit, which is also making the game more exciting. But also the downside, when you look at their kicking stats, they're probably gonna have to look at that like, yeah, we're gonna need to do something about that because we could have changed the outcome of the game by 3 or 4 points, 3 points even. And those are the points that matter.
Yeah, I know. Farrell left 4 points out there at least, if not more. I think it's quite sad, really, when teams are. It's funny because some of the kickers are some of the best at accuracy in the world, and yet the pressure gets to them, and they miss some of these big kicks. So yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be an interesting tournament. I think looking at the play at the weekend, Ireland have definitely got to be the favourites now. But any team. I still think Italy will probably come last, unfortunately, but I think they're improving. I think any team could come top. Well, my gut feeling says Italy and Wales are probably going to come bottom. I suspect Scotland and England will come third and fourth, and I suspect France and Ireland will come first and second.
It's not a bad outcome. The only thing I'll do is flip it up. Obviously, France are still favourites for me, but we shall see. Also, I think Italy might win a game or two, so I don't think they'll be bottom, but we shall see. If they keep playing like the way they are playing at the moment, I feel like they'll get some wins somewhere.
Well, I was keeping it vague by giving them a top two rather than two positions
Oh,
each team, rather than
nah,
fifth and sixth, third and fourth, first and second. So
I only deal with absolutes, so
obviously. But yeah, no. So we'll see how it goes. I think it's room for an exciting tournament. I hope so. That's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm just glad there's some good international rugby on again. So win-win.
That's a winner. Winner for anyone who likes rugby.
Sorry, I didn't hear the question.
No, I just said
I
that's a winner for anyone who likes rugby. It wasn't a question. It was just a statement.
Oh, okay.
Followed by a slightly awkward silence for the two of us. Brilliant. At least
Smiling.
you didn't start with an awkward introduction this week.
Yeah. It's only because I've been thinking about it for like the last couple of days. So
Been lying in bed thinking, how can I introduce this podcast? Come on.
not stress it out, just relax and see what comes out. And if it comes out funny or wrong, we'll just say it's funny and we'll move on very swiftly. Yeah. It is what it is.
Well, I enjoyed it. It was less awkward.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for pointing that out as well. That needed to be said.
I felt
Great.
like I missed my opportunity at the start because you moved on too quickly. So
I'm learning now. Like, even if you make mistakes, you just move on. Just
just
keep
gloss
going.
over it, and then
Yeah.
your co-host will quickly point it out later on in the show.
Or yeah, well, like I went on a long sort of tangent in the beginning, so you had to listen, and I was taking my time with it. So yeah, thank you for. Now we're going back to where we started. Beautiful, lovely. Thanks for that.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh.
What's next on the list of topics this week then?
Well, I'll let you get your agony aunt moment that you wanna,
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. So obviously I'm making it a segment of our show now. We're gonna have the husband of a teacher moment. So
as you can tell,
last time I was talking.
absolutely thrilled.
What's that?
As you can tell, I'm absolutely thrilled about this segment.
Look, I've got to
Very
get it out
relatable. Very, very relatable to a lot
there.
of
So
people out there.
last time we were talking about keeping a load of rubbish that might be useful for crafts and things.
Yes, I
So
also had some excellent idea for Christmas presents. Thank you
yes,
again.
that's it. That's it. You can have another idea here. So we were out for a walk in the local forest at the weekend on Saturday, and this is now being Sunday, and for anyone who's watching the podcast, that is. And so we were walking along, and so we saw what was some fly tipping. So someone had dumped about probably 12 car tires in the forest. So my wife was like, "Oh, look, there's car tires." And then she went, "I want to take those home." So we were in we were in the forest, and then we picked up a car tire each. Well, she picked up two originally, and I said I'll carry one because I didn't want anything to do with it to start with, but I was like, I can't let her carry the tires on her own. Anyway, so I ended up carrying one of the tires, and she carried one of the tires, and we took them back to the car. So she wants them for school, so she can use them in the playground for like separating the areas off and things. So yeah, so now I had to put two car tires in my car, just driving them around, just carrying them through the forest, walking past random people who were out for a walk with their dogs. We were out walking with tires. So and yeah, so there you go. That's my story for this week. We ended up with two car tires that we brought home for Ro to take to school. I wanted to give them a good clean up. Oh, and I should say that I did actually report the fly tipping as well. Just
Oh, you
so
good citizen, you.
I did the good citizen sort of thing. But yeah,
Yeah, I'll give you that. That is fairly as random will go.
so
Yeah.
every time we go to the forest, we go and collect things. Normally, like leaves and acorns. It's not very often you go to the forest and come back with the naturally occurring car tire that you find there. You know.
Got the car tire plant just in the middle of the forest.
Oh dear. So yes, that was my week this week. I was carrying car tires, walking past some people with very confused expressions.
I can imagine. Yeah, I probably would have gave you the same look. Like,
Yeah, I would have given me the same look. So that's my life.
and that's it for Dom's wife segment. How bizarre. Yeah,
Yep.
okay. Fair enough. Yeah, when you were like building this up, I was like, how weird could this be or how random? But yeah, that's definitely up there.
It's pretty random.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Anyway.
you do that, and then the previous weeks I'm doing MMA training. We have very different lives, you know?
Yes. That's good fun though.
Yeah. it was, to be fair, when I was doing the training as well, it was something different, something I haven't really done before, and something that I've been thinking about doing for a very long time. So I just said, screw it, I've got some free time. Let's go see what happens. And it's a good hour. Good hour.
Nice. What
Well,
did
it
you do
ended
in
up
your hour?
being jiu-jitsu, so Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So mainly obviously wrestling, sort of defense and whatnot. Good.
Nice.
Really, really tiring. Really,
Yeah,
really
it is
tiring.
quite. I did a bit of MMA a while ago in uni. Not to any great degree, but my some someone always just says, "So you're wrestling in your pants," which not quite. I think we always wore t-shirts at the time, but
I have to admit, I was fully clothed. I was wearing a hoodie. To be fair, I was wearing shorts. Socks came off. We'll go that far. We'll go that far. Socks came off. It's just because I don't want to be sliding on the mat, so I wanted to be able to grip.
yeah,
So
it's good
other
fun.
than
I
that,
quite enjoyed it back in the day. Obviously, I don't do that now. I do something different, but do Wing Chun dynamics, but which I
mm.
enjoy. So yeah, you're gonna go back then?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go this week, Thursday. So my plan is to go every 2 weeks, just as something nice to mix it up.
Yeah, it's good. I must say I really value my training in my Wing Chun dynamics because it just keeps me grounded and it's really good for your mental health as much as your physical health. So yeah,
Yes.
brilliant sort of training.
Well,
If you
this
need
one
that
was
sort
good
of
for
discipline and things.
this one was good for the ego too. Because I thought, well, I don't think I'm pretty happy in my own strength, but it's not so much strength, it's more technique. So that well, no, it wasn't eye opening, I would say, but it was a good humbling experience, which is quite nice. Like you say, it's good for the ego.
Yes, you can get destroyed by someone half your size quite easily.
Yeah, I'd say I was stronger. Well, not stronger, more physical. I'd say I was more physical than most, but yeah, it was fun. It was good laugh. Good
Good,
laugh.
good. Well, you got to enjoy these things. I like these. I love, as I said, I love doing the discipline side of kung fu or martial arts, and the way you can just it's good for physical discipline and good for mental discipline, keeping you really focused. And I think that's great. If you can, it's most of the funny thing is about training these sort of things, unless you're competing in MMA, but a lot of the time people who train in martial arts or something like that often are actually less likely to get in fights. I think because they're more sort of comfortable in who they are and more disciplined. So yeah, I think they're great things to do generally. Yeah.
No, wholeheartedly agree. Wholeheartedly. It just goes hand in hand with what I already do. So obviously really quite big into fitness, weight training, endurance, and I still want to do a couple of races here, possibly even a half marathon. So it just goes hand in hand.
Yeah, I don't want to do a half marathon. Maybe like a half 100 meter sprint, so like a 50-meter sprint.
Yeah.
I figure if someone runs away further than that, I ain't chasing them anyway. So
That's fair enough. I don't think anyone wants to win that bad that they're gonna chase someone down like, hey, we're not done yet. Come back here. We're not done, my
I'm
friend.
like, if you get more than 50 meters, I'm like, that's fine. I didn't want it anyway. Go on, off you go.
That's
Fair
good.
play. You put the effort in.
Well, they do say half the battle is running away if you can.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can just
I would
run.
say always run away if you can. Like fighting should always be a last resort.
Mm,
And if you hopefully if you're trained as a fighter, you should be better at diffusing a situation than someone who isn't as well. Um,
be true.
so yeah, always try to avoid fights. I think.
I think that's why I liked the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu style because obviously it's not like striking or anything. It's more controllable. So if you were to have a proper fight, it would be easier to control. Obviously, things can still happen, but it's not like there's going to be lasting damage. Like you hit someone in the face, they could hit the ground, concrete, concussion. Now you got a whole lawsuit. Whereas there, slowly choke them out, leave them be for a little bit, walk away. That's
Just
a
just
good
got to
one.
get them on the ground first, so you can actually do it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's half the battle. But once you're in there, it's all good. So good.
Yeah. No, I'll stick to my I'll stick to my training. Not that I could do most of it in MMA, to be fair, so I don't need to worry about that. So I'm not going to do any of that sort of thing. But
No, that is fair. That is fair. Right. So I'm gonna throw a weird spanner in the works. So you've heard of multiverse theory, right?
yes, mostly in the Marvel context, but yes.
Well, yeah, basically they're all gonna be the same. Do you ever wonder what like your other self would be doing?
My
Like
other
in another
self.
complete universe? Like I always think the total opposite of me. So there'll be like a fat, unmotivated, unintelligible.
Wait, unintelligible. Surely it would be intelligible.
No, unintelligible. Unintelligible. What else? Sad, no friends. I wonder how that life would be. I think that sucks. But then obviously there'll be other versions of me where like I'm even better than I am possibly right now. So I'm quite
Is that
happy
even
with who I
possible?
am. Uh, yeah, if you gave me 1 billion, I think I'd be pretty happy. I think
I
that'll
just
solve not all of life's problems, but definitely, all the day-to-day issues. But yeah, work, don't need that. We'll do this podcast pretty much all the time because I'll hire you, you'll have a new job, and then you can work on other side hustles. So yeah, in terms of being happier, yes, Billy could do it, but until then, we keep moving.
yeah. I don't know what. Imagine like I could imagine. I don't know what an evil me would look like. Assuming I'm reasonably not evil. Like just probably someone who would just go around trying to manipulate everything to get their own ends.
So you'd be a psychopath then.
Probably basically I'd be either some sort of drug lord, gang lord, or an assassin.
Wait. That's your leaps.
I reckon like an evil me would probably be like an assassin of some sort.
I mean, you don't necessarily have to be evil.
No, I'm pretty sure they like in an alternate universe. That's what mine would be.
Because I'm thinking like just not one universe, but also like obviously multiple. So,
Yeah. No, they're all
there's
assassins.
there's a version of you in some universe where you're now a clown. Think about that.
Wow.
Yep. Full
I'm
on
sad.
clown.
I'd be sad if a different kind of me didn't like koi. That'd be sad. Hey, it's important. I was out looking after them today, putting it, propping the net up so that they're okay.
Oh, I'm glad they're all doing fine.
My little fish children that they are.
They can't complain too much or laugh. You have a cat, which is the easiest animal to ever look after. And obviously you have a cat too. But mine goes out for a really long time. Like he came in this morning, he's back out already. So God knows when he'll come back.
Will he come back today or another day?
More than likely tomorrow morning.
Wow, he
Yeah.
lives a wild lifestyle then, literally.
You have to put like a
Mostly.
little like GoPro in his head or around his collar or whatever and just see where he gets up to
We
or
talked
where
about
he
that.
goes.
I said my cat never keeps a collar on because obviously you put the quick release ones on these days so that they don't get caught. And
Yeah, but
we've
they'll
given
just
up
get
now because our
lost.
cat loses it.
Yeah. Yeah. I've stopped buying them. It's just annoying. Not even expensively annoying, just annoying in general. I can't be bothered to keep buying this.
We've just given up giving her a collar, so she don't. We can't put another one on because I don't want to choke herself. But she just finds a way of getting them off, so it's pointless.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
well.
to be fair, the only first reason I put the collar on him is just so it would stop killing birds. So obviously I had a little bell on it. So when he was running around, he just like bell noises. That was a great bell noise. Unbelievable,
You
by
sounded
the
more
way.
like an alien, if I'm honest. Maybe that was the alternate universe version of you. That's how you speak in that universe.
Oh, good Lord. You can tell it's Sunday and I'm tired.
It's all the random pauses we keep having in the conversation today, where we just sort of both stare at each other like,
Yeah,
"It's
for a
Sunday
little bit.
night. We're out
Yeah.
of here."
We're not fully in it, but it's fine. But yeah, long story short, that was the main reason I got him one. And he hasn't been doing as much. So I'm quite happy for that.
our cat, we thought she'd stop killing birds, but it turns out she's just been killing the neighbours' birds and eating them over there. So I spoke to them and they're like, "Have you thought about putting a collar on it?" I said, "Yeah, but she keeps losing them." We tried again after they'd mentioned it, and she kept it on for about a week and then lost it again. So we promptly gave up, which is quite sad because I don't like killing birds.
At least your cat eats them, whereas mine will literally leave it on the back door. And I know that people say like, "Oh, it's a gift or whatever." I'm like, it's great, but I can't do anything with it. So
Well, our cat used to bring them in. You see, when we had a cat flap, she used to just like leave them by the telly, behind the telly. Often, one time I came in, she'd obviously like. I don't think she tries to kill them, or didn't used to in the back in the day. She just used to play with it. So she was just using it as a plaything, but then it obviously died after a while. So then she'd just find things to do with it. So pull the feathers out or whatever. She's brought a few live mice in before. That's always fun.
yeah,
I had to chase them around the living room.
that's
That's
delicious, weird little things, aren't they?
what's that, mice or cats?
Cats. Well, I'm sure mice can be too, but never had anything to deal with that. Whereas cats, we've always had a few cats in the family and dogs. So yeah,
Yeah, they are a bit
funny little
strange.
creatures.
They
Funny,
are
funny
strange.
little creatures.
It's not fun. They're nice. To be fair, I've never really been a cat person. I was more of a dog person until my wife was more of the cat person. But I wouldn't do life without our cat. I do like having our cat around. She's an entertaining creature. But yeah,
Yeah, the easy in terms of convenience because you're not really gonna do a lot. Just feed them, have them some water, make sure the litter box is good. And you can disappear for half the day and you're still good. Whereas I feel like with a dog, it's a bit more cruel.
that's it. It keeps my wife sane as well. That was one of the reasons for getting her in the first place, since I'd made my wife live in a sort of half run down house.
Sounds like she lives a very thrilling life. The
Pardon?
rubber tires as well. Sounds like she lives a very thrilling life. Rundown house, rubber tires. What more could you ask for?
Yeah, I don't think the rundown house was her idea. That was all on me. That one. Probably a story for another day.
Are you sure you don't want to break off into another segment?
We do love a good segue. Just
Yeah,
talk
because
about.
obviously we went from Multiverse series to cats and dogs. It's very,
Maybe in
very
a different
balanced.
multiverse, we are the cats and dogs, and they keep humans as pets.
I could see that. It'd be very weird, but I could see that.
I could come pick you up on a Sunday morning, my cat self, and then I'd leave the human to
What am I,
entertain
a cat
themselves.
as well, or my dog? What am I
I don't
in the
know.
situation?
I reckon you'd be like a guinea pig.
Oh gosh, and the insults keep going today, don't they? Call me small when I was shopping. Can't remember the other one you said as well, but there's another one. I can't remember what you said.
I think I called you thick. In,
Yeah.
I didn't really call you thick. I was just being joking, obviously. But
That's another one. Now I'm a guinea pig. Right. Okay. Good Sunday. Great Sunday.
it's all right. You know how much I think of you, really.
Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. Nah, I'm
I
only
don't think
teasing.
of you ever. No, that's
It's okay. Although to be fair, I had this conversation with somebody the other day, and like I realized I am the opposite of what more or less or what you perceive as normal. So if you're like, which tell me you like me all the time, I get so weirded out. Like there's no need to be this like I don't even know how to describe it. But if you say you didn't like me, I'll be so okay with that and move on. So much easier. Or didn't like anything I did. I'm like, cool, happy with that. It's weird, isn't it? Very weird.
oh, I'm just gonna walk around telling you how much I like you now.
Yeah, probably should have said that.
Gotta
Probably
change.
should have
Got
said
to
that.
change my whole way of dealing with you now, Steve. Got to stop saying how much I dislike you and going.
When I start punching you, you know why. Oh, bless.
Yeah, I
The
do. I
only
do always like punching you. To be fair,
You do. You and your wife are actually rather violent. Just sat in church this morning, minding my own business, taking in what the people are saying, and I don't know, you just both are punching me. What's going on?
I must say it, not generally to hurt you or for harm.
Oh no! I am only teasing you. I just found it funny. Like now you're both just attacking me. I'm just sat there having a good time,
The best
singing along.
the best one I think was when I tapped you on the arm when you were holding the sweets in reception, and I must have hit you on a
Oh,
pressure point because your arm just spasmed and sent the sweets everywhere.
that was kind of funny, to be fair.
It
I
was.
wasn't expecting. I lost all control of feeling in my arm. Which the thing is, it wasn't even like I said, it wasn't even a hard hit. It was just literally in the corner of my elbow, just flinged up sweets everywhere, and I'm just like, I have to pick these up now. I generally can't be bothered. And even worse, now they're floor sweets, so we're basically serving everybody floor sweets, which is even better.
I think they appreciate them. At least they're in
At
wrappers.
least will they?
Oh dear.
Right, they were in the wrappers. It's fine.
They
That's
were.
it.
They were. Yes. Thankfully.
Yeah,
We
so
should
you
probably
got,
move on to an actual topic.
do you have one in mind?
No. Do you have any more?
No. Hey, it's a two-way street, I can't come with other topics all the time. I'll let you off on Thursday. Like, oh, we're not gonna shoot one. Yeah, I'm drinking. I'm bringing out the drama now. I'll let you off on Thursday. You were ill, so I was like, think of some topics.
I didn't
Didn't
think
do
of
it,
it.
did you?
I thought of a topic. I thought of my wife's propensity to pick up rubbish from the forest.
I thought that was gonna go on a bit longer, if I was honest.
Uh,
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Marbling in the Madness with myself, Steve Matovu, and the perfect ramblings of Dominic.
yes, it
Thank you for
has.
watching. Please like and subscribe.